Hello, everybody, and welcome back to the Murder of Sonic the Hedgehog. My name is Owen. Last time we met basically everybody who's here with us on the train, and then something happened, like the train screeched to a halt or something, that like knocked everybody over. We ended up getting locked in like a closet with Amy and Tails. But after getting out of there, we discovered Sonic just laying like face down on the ground. Amy and Tails seemed to think that he was like acting, and so then they ran off to go, continue with the like murder mystery party thing. But we took or tried to take Sonic's pulse or something, and didn't see one. So maybe he is actually dead. I'm not totally sure yet. But now we're in the saloon car. So I guess, yeah, let's just pick it up where we left off. Whoa, look at this place. Amy? Amy, are you here? I've looked around, but I don't see her. I think Amy's already gone ahead. It seems she's really excited. Did you need something from me? Yeah, just a question, really. How do I put this? What if Sonic is actually hurt? He's laughing? Sonic doesn't go down so easily. He's on a train full of his friends. Nothing would actually happen to him. We're just all really committed to the mystery for Amy. You have nothing to worry about. Promise. Yeah, we're really committed. He slowed down his heart rate to 0. That's committing. Plus, Sonic likes to take a nap in a lot of strange spots. He's fine. He's making a lot of sense, but I can't shake what Sonic said to me. Is this really part of the murder mystery game, or is there something deeper happening? I need more evidence to figure out what's going on. Can I tag along with you? If you don't mind, is it cool if I tag along with you? Oh, of course, sure. Now, if I ever need a snack, you've got me. Fair. As I said, the best detectives have sidekicks, so I'm happy to have you. If you ever catch me looking glum, though, just know it's because, where's my lore card? The last guy to work a case with me ditched our practice to join evil Dr. Eggman. Not a proper detective without baggage. This is true. Ye varmints. What are y'all doing in my saloon? He's trying so hard to stay in character. Knuckles! We were just trying to figure out who murdered Sonic. I can see that. Amy moseyed through and told me all about it. Enough of that. I wonder how long you kept that voice up for Amy. We were wondering if you could tell us what you were up to before the murder. Anything that could help us establish an alibi and... Nope, I have nothing to tell either of you. Leave me alone. He's obviously agitated about something, but why take it out on us? I know better than to argue with Knuckles, so it seems we're on our own. Owen, we need to figure out what Knuckles was up to while we were apart. Let's investigate for clues and then interrogate. Right, let's do it. Okay, so clearly he broke this. Oh, clearly we won't be able to give the game... What? Clearly we won't be able to give the game Super Monkey Ball a try. Do we think it broke when the train sped up? The damages look to be caused from punches? Who could have done that? What are you two looking at me for? Smashed Arcade is added to your inventory. Okay. Owen, this is interesting. What is? It's just a few used cups. Sure, but why are there 3? Knuckles was really thirsty? Oh, and this one has lipstick on the rim. That's not Knuckles' color at all. Someone else must have been here. We should log this. Used cups are added to your inventory. I think we found enough clues. Really? Did we? All we can tell is he punched this. What else happened? Like, someone else was here. Let's go interrogate Knuckles and find out what really happened. Okay. I thought I told you to leave me alone. I like your hat. Knuckles, are you blushing?
I said leave me alone.
It doesn't look like he's used to being complimented. Did you just adjust your hat a bit so we could see it better?
I said leave.
I think talking is just repeating what we just heard. I think I remember that from last time. So let's try. Can I take your order?
Not hungry.
Well, if you ever are, you'll let me know, won't you? Sure, like a
butler of sorts, right?
Come on, Owen, you're not a butler. Tell him that. Yeah, like a butler.
Excellent. Thank you, butler.
Dang it. Okay. Interrogation. Knuckles, Owen and I need to determine what you were doing during the hour the murder took place.
I already told you. Buzz off. You're not getting anything out of me.
Thankfully, we don't need you to say much. What happened here is pretty obvious. It is? We have evidence, too.
We do?
Owen, just take a good look at our inventory. What was distracting Knuckles during the time Sonic was murdered? He was playing the game and, like, rage quit, I guess? Oh, wait, I think I need to advance this. Right, okay. He was playing the game. This one.
The arcade machine. Ha! What makes you think I touched it?
Oh, yeah? Now we gotta do the little Sonic game? This is what real detectives do. Ow. Ah, no. Well, you see,
You have no argument here. You're weak.
Ouch. Owen, let's follow that train of thought again, shall we? Okay, let's not actually fail this time. Okay, actually focus mode a little bit here. Oh, the idea. This isn't a tough one. This isn't a tough one, Knuckles. Knuckles, you clearly touched the arcade machine because it's covered in punches. That's what it is.
What evidence do you have that the damages are punches? What are y'all staring at my hands for?
Knuckles, you clearly destroyed the arcade machine. But why?
I needed a punching bag and none were available to me.
Just a sudden urge to punch, huh? I believe repairing the arcade machine will give us our answer.
How will you?
I'm on it. Owen, distract Knuckles while I fix Super Monkey Ball.
Bring it on.
Wait, what? Oh, it's just this again? Okay. Cool. I thought I was in line with that. Okay. Yep. Okay. Focus now. There we go. Oh, that was close. Whew. The arcade machine is fixed.
No! Don't look at the scores.
Quick, look at the score. Quick, look at the scores. I'm pulling it up now. Oh, so Vector beat Knuckles, I see. Okay, what does this tell us?
Nothing, obviously.
It tells us something massive. Look at the name on the top of the list. It's Vector. He's supposed to be in a library car. The picture is beginning to be painted here. You competed with Vector to see who could get the highest score. And Vector beat you. And in frustration, you destroyed the arcade cabinet. He's punching the air in frustration.
You're guessing. Where's your proof? Where's your evidence?
Vector's a common name.
Oh, Vector's a common name. Prove to me he was here, now.
Prove Vector was here. Do we have proof of that? There's lipstick, but I don't know if Vector was wearing lipstick. Nailed it. Don't worry about it. Totally fine. I can see this becoming a skill issue very quickly, unfortunately.
Now, Owen, what proves Vector was here with Knuckles?
Lipstick? Does it?
No!
I thought it was strange that there was more than one cup sitting next to you. While you were supposed to be participating in the murder mystery for Amy's birthday, you and Vector enjoyed some drinks playing the arcade.
It's not like... It's not... I wasn't... don't tell Amy.
I think we're on the right track here.
It's as you say. Vector popped up at the top of the hour, wanted to play the arcade machine with me. Oops. We went back and forth trying to figure out the game, but when we did, we competed for the highest score. When he bested me, I destroyed the machine. No proof of his win. I was trying to fix the arcade cabinet before you two came in. Honest, I didn't want to be caught. And that's my story and alibi. I already told an abridged version of this to Amy.
Boy, this friend group has a lot of pride issues. Well, that explains one of the used cups. What about the cup with the lipstick mark?
Rouge was in here too.
Okay.
It's inconsequential, not worth mentioning. She searched around looking for something but failed, made fun of our game, and left. Obnoxious, that one.
But you offered her a drink, apparently.
Listen, I don't know why she showed up, and I already told you everything that happened before the train sped up.
Oh, that's what happened. It didn't crash, it sped up.
Are you not satisfied? Will you two relent?
I'm understanding the scenario. Vector visited to play games, Rouge couldn't find something, and then Knuckles destroyed the machine. All that makes sense to me. Thank you for answering so many of our
Actually, that's not everything, is it, Knuckles? I want to step back to something I noticed. One more name on that high score list doesn't make sense. Owen, can you take a look one more time?
An odd name. What is Tails talking about? Toast, apple, bread. Ultim, bagel, candy. Ultim? All of the other names have a food theme, but this one. Who here goes by Ultim?
You may not know, Owen, but there's someone here that goes by that title. The ultimate life form.
There's really someone who goes by that?
Nothing sneaks by you, does it, bud? Vector and I were struggling so much with the game, but then Shadow dropped by.
So Shadow was here too.
He taught us the game and was the first to get his name on the scoreboard. Vector and I then fought to beat Shadow's score. They're both very annoying.
You all immediately had to compete, huh?
He gave me this before he left.
Oh.
Shadow told me to lock the door and not to open it for anyone. Then he left. When Vector was leaving, I locked the door behind him, saw no one else go after locking the door. That's the honest truth.
So when Amy came through here not too long ago, did you open the door for her?
No, I think she has some sort of key too.
Oh, that's right. She has like the birthday key or whatever. That's right. The conductor gave her that special birthday key.
Well, I have a lot of questions. What happened to the library to cause Vector to come here? Why is Shadow locking doors? And what was Rouge searching for?
I don't know. They didn't tell me. Even though I asked with that cowboy accent.
This cowboy accent, you mean? Because I'm still doing it because it's easier to differentiate your voice that way.
You're gonna have to find them and ask yourselves.
More information than I expected to get there, but it seems we can move on.
As of right now, I believe your story, Knuckles. We'll only know for sure when we confirm things with Vector.
Fair enough. The library is the next car. I'll open the lock for you. Give whoever KO'd Sonic an earful for me, Detective Tails and Butler.
I liked it better when he wasn't talking to us.
Will do, Sheriff. Come on, Owen, let's head to the library.
On it. This is way more exciting than microwaving chili dogs.
Owen!
Coming! Oh, okay. Oh, I didn't even know I could scroll. Interesting.
Ready to mosey on down to the next car?
Let's do it.
Onwards!
Library car. All this stuff is getting heavy. I'll dump what I don't need.
Everyone's favorite journalist reporter, Amy Rose, is hot on the scoop. I'm heading out. You've been fabulously helpful.
Already? Before you go, Espio and I wanted to give...
Oh, I can't stop doing the southern accent now. Oh, no.
Already? Before you go, Espio and I wanted to give you your presents.
My presents? You're both too sweet. Thank you.
Vector, it seems we have more guests.
Amy, there you are.
Have you found any leads yet?
Oh, the detective pair needs help from the birthday girl?
She knows everyone's allowed to be sassy. She knows everyone's allowed to be sassy on their birthday.
This tip is just too juicy to ignore. I'll see y'all around. Don't worry, Sonic. I'll be the one to avenge you, and quick.
But how are you gonna leave? The door to the next car is locked.
Oh, you doubt the birthday girl? The birthday girl has the master key.
Right, and the birthday girl gets the birthday key.
Of course, it's a birthday privilege.
I'll solve this case before anyone else. Bye.
Amy may be hasty, but she's thorough.
Now what are you doing? Looking mighty suspicious, I say.
I'm the detective, so I can't be the murderer.
And I'm, here to ask if anyone's hungry.
Starved! I'd kill for a chicken parmesan right about now.
Maybe kill isn't the right language to use right now.
I'm Vector, the butcher. I'm licensed to handle raw meat.
And I'm Espio, the poet.
Ah, poetry. A resonant message from poet to reader meant to challenge our delicate perspectives with the most rhythmic of prose. Can I hear some?
Sure, Teardrops in the spring. Can you hear me sing? La la la, dee dee dee.
Was that it?
I have more if you like. Cherry blossoms in the spring.
I'm satisfied for now. Thanks.
Yeah. At least he's rhyming, I suppose.
Owen and I are here to establish both of your alibis. Can you walk us through what happened after Amy had everyone leave the dining car?
Oh, sure, it's simple. We just explained this to Amy, actually. When we were all set off, Rouge, Blaze, Shadow, and Sonic all passed through this library car, where Amy told me and Espio to stay.
I promptly kicked a book off the shelf and made myself comfortable. Vector got bored, so he left to see what Knuckles was up to in the saloon car.
Yup.
Where was Rouge? We happened to see her lipstick stain on a cup in the saloon car.
Rouge came over to the library car, seemingly looking for something. Then she went to search the saloon car. She came back shortly after. We heard her shout, "No way!" at the brochure stand over there. But she left, back to the casino car, before Shadow came through and locked the door. I wonder what she found. She's obviously been on the hunt for something. After Rouge left, Shadow walked through the casino car, then entered the library car and locked the door behind him. More importantly, why has Shadow been locking doors?
Shadow walked through the library car to the saloon car, where Knuckles and I were playing games. He insisted on showing us up at Super Monkey Ball. I got so engrossed by the rolling monkey action, I hardly noticed when Shadow left the saloon car. I guess he walked through the library car to the casino car again, locking the door behind him. Then returned to the lounge car, where he was meant to be stationed.
When Vector came back, we realized Knuckle locked the door to the saloon car. We were stuck in the library car.
That's when the train sped up. We were worried about the bookshelves falling on us, but we got through it all right.
We sat trapped here until Amy arrived asking questions. She's the one that told us someone murdered Sonic. And yeah, that's all that happened. With all these locked doors, it seems Vector or Espio couldn't have left the library car or the saloon car.
Thank you both for your cooperation. We're just gonna peek around, and we'll return with any questions.
If you return with any meat, I'll chop it up for you.
And if you'd like to be serenaded with a poem, I've got you covered too.
Thanks, guys. Their alibis seem solid enough, but we should still search for clues. What we're looking for is any evidence that proves what they're saying is true.
We need to confirm Vector's reason for leaving his post, and determine if Espio is actually in the library car reading. A tall task, but we could do it. Let's get to the bottom of this, Tails.
Absolutely.
Okay.
So many books on the ground. I wish we had time to pick them all up.
This is a really cute face. I sadly have no interest in picking up these books. A lot of these were knocked over by the train speeding up. But Rouge pulled a lot of these out too, searching for something.
What reckless behavior. I feel sorry for the poor books. The spines are creasing. They're opening too far.
This kid feels empathy for everything. Okay.
Wow, I wish I could stop and look at all these books. But Sonic needs me. No time to rest.
Alright, let's move on then.
Well, I mean, a little peek wouldn't hurt.
He's scavenging through all the book titles excitedly. He's like a kid in a candy shop, or in this case, a genius in a train library.
That's odd. I know some books have fallen on the floor and everything, but every book on these shelves is in alphabetical order but this one. It's the user guide to the Mirage Express, the train we're currently on.
Do you think someone found it on the ground and put it back?
Maybe, but it is interesting. Let's make a note of this.
Mirage Express manual is added to your inventory. Oh, hi, Ash. Welcome to the desk. This book specifically? What's this bright red book?
Oh, yuck. This reeks of the the evil scientist Dr. Eggman. Yep, this is Dr. Eggman's autobiography and recipe book.
What kind of recipes?
Who cares? I wouldn't trust any book he's written. It's weird this is even here.
Maybe people just appreciate an omelet.
You may not be wrong.
Okay. Anything else over here? Table, trash can. Something's always hidden in the trash. Let's check there.
I hate to say it, but there's nothing here.
Ah, I really thought there'd be something there.
Owen, are you sad there was nothing in the trash bin?
No, I'm alright.
I'm sure there'll be something hidden in the next trash bin we find.
You really think so?
Yeah, we just gotta stay optimistic.
Yeah, okay, these trash bins hide a secret. I'm sure of it.
Owen, you're pretty unconventional, but I like that.
Was that supposed to be a compliment? Interesting. What else? Globe?
A globe of our marvelous planet.
I haven't traveled around much. The islands are fun and all, but I'd like to visit some of the other countries.
They're a lot of fun, honestly. Plenty of wonderful people and shops. The food can't be beat either.
Ah, sounds perfect for a vacation. The conductor was talking about Spagonia? If you've ever been there.
I have, actually. If you're ever visiting, be sure to stop by the university and say hi to Professor Pickle. He'll tell you everything about the area and makes one scrumptious sandwich.
I'll keep that in mind. Thank you. This group knows everyone and has been everywhere, haven't they? Oh, right. Rouge was looking at this or something, right?
Ooh, brochures.
Oh, I don't know if you can hear it. Ash purring. That's Ash.
There are travel destination ideas like amusement parks, caverns, hotels, and restaurants. Oh! Owen, look at this. There's a couple maps here.
This seems to be a map of the library car. The books are categorized by genre, which are listed here.
I have a good overhead map. Let's take it. I love a good overhead map.
Library map is added to your inventory. Should we take this brochure about the cave too? Looks like there's stalactites.
Nah, leave it.
Oh, yeah, that's fair. Nobody shares my fondness for caves. Okay. A chow hangs precariously from a tree branch. The large text below it reads, "Hang in there."
Wow, I really needed to see this. This little chow's hanging in there, refusing to use his wings and fly to safety because he's choosing the hard way is often the most rewarding. That's beautiful. If this chow can stick to his principles and find strength, then I can too.
There's no way there was that much thought put into this poster. Right? Okay. Little hand guy?
Oh, poor thing. That arm is really struggling cleaning up this car.
To be fair, I wouldn't want to clean up all this mess either. Let's just leave it alone to do its thing.
Yeah, probably for the best.
Okay. We're supposed to be finding stuff to corroborate their story, right? Yeah, we already looked at those. Ah, no, I didn't mean to click it again. Damn it. Okay. What else? What else? What else? Anything? I mean, I guess we could talk to them both again.
Did you bring me any meat to chop? I may be a butcher, but they confiscated my meat cleaver before getting on the train.
You actually tried to bring a knife on the train?
I'm a man of authenticity, Tails. Without a knife, I'm just a chef in a ketchup-stained apron, not a butcher.
I think if you had a knife on you, we'd definitely think you were the murderer.
But what if I hid the knife?
You know, I'm not the biggest fan of this line of thought.
Can I take your order?
Oh yes, please. I'm starved.
Actually, I'm off duty at the moment. The murder mystery is more important.
Then why would you show the menu to me?
Come on, Owen. Why would you tease him like that?
And here I thought I could trust you. You made a fool of me.
Look, Owen, you made him a fool.
Come on, Owen. Smooth this over. No, I'm the fool.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I smooth things over, but at what cost? Okay. Oh, there's a thing here. Oh. Chaos Cola. Check out our book club. Book of the month, Gone Gal. Okay, interesting. Espio, do you have anything to say? Fancy a poem? Can I get a poem about space? I made it up to space with my beloved antique vase, but a mistake in my haste dropped the base from my embrace, so my antique I must now replace.
What caused you to drop the vase?
Don't read too deeply. It's just a poem. He hasn't thought it through, has he? I mean, can I take your order? I have a poem about this. My starved stomach babbled, though I ignore the grumbling tummy, for the eggs I received are scrambled when I asked for my eggs to be sunny. Oh, wow, we don't serve any eggs on the train, though. My talent is wasted on you lot. Interesting. Oh, should I, like, look at this thing? I don't think that helps us very much. What else am I missing? I see this door over here, but I assume that's, like, moving on, so I don't expect that to work yet. I guess maybe we'll try it.
Shadow supposedly walked through the library car before going to the saloon car. When Shadow left the library car, he locked the door on his way out. There's gotta be a reason for he's doing this. Should we make a note of it?
Oh, that's me. Oops.
Yeah, I do believe we should.
Shadow's lock is added to your inventory.
I think we found enough clues.
Oh, I did need to look at the door. Okay.
Let's go interrogate Vector and Espio and find out what really happened.
Okay. Start interrogation.
So
the two of you don't believe us, eh?
it's not that I don't trust either of you, but I wouldn't be a proper detective without examining the validity of your alibis. Owen and I are here to confirm two things. Why Vector left to go play video games with Knuckles, and if Espio really was reading in the library car.
Vector, we'll start with you. Why did you leave the library car to visit Knuckles? We're prepared to present evidence if need.
Oh, that's easy. I got bored. What?
I wasn't entertaining him enough, it seems. Vector enjoys being social.
Plus, we were instructed to mingle. I remembered the arcade machine in the saloon car, so I figured I'd go check it out.
This seems to line up with the information we gathered with Knuckles.
Then that brings our attention to you, Espio. Rouge entered the library car, found something, then left. You said you immediately started reading, but what were you actually reading the entire time you were in the library car?
Of course he was. Once Espio starts reading, he doesn't stop till it's done. I've seen it happen.
This still sounds like Knuckles, unfortunately.
It must have been a very good read. What was the book?
Espio doesn't owe you that, detective. Let the man live. What if it was embarrassing?
What kind of things do you think I read?
If you won't talk, I have a hunch of what the book might be. Owen, could you help me out?
All right, Owen. What book do we think Espio may have been reading? The book that I have?
A manual? You think Espio was reading instructions? What argument could you possibly have to support this?
Oh, God? Okay. Excuse me, Ash. I need to be able to run and collect the rings and do the Sonic things. Oh, God. Okay. Oh, God. Like, the only game aspect is tripping me up because of this, like, weird perspective. I'm just trying to, like, keep it... Oh, yeah, not enough rings. Rip. I'm just trying to look at the shadow to tell where I am, rather than the little, like, guy, but the little guy, Sonic, but, you know. Let's try again. Let's pretend that one didn't happen. Okay. Gotta be fully focused. Apparently. Still want to mess it up again? Alright, there we go.
There are books scattered around the floor, sure, but the remaining books on the shelves were all in alphabetical order. All except this manual, meaning someone at the very least picked up the manual and put it back in the incorrect place. This lack of attention to detail isn't normally like you, Espio.
Hey now, I won't have you insulting my pal like that.
Calm down, Vector. I know you mean well, but I can handle myself.
Apologies, Espio.
A butcher and a poet. Friendship can come from anywhere. That is indeed the book I was reading. The Mirage Express Manual. Trains are cool.
In that case, we'd like to ask you a few questions about the manual. Owen, if you don't mind. Could you ask Espio some questions about the manual? Just flip to a page and ask away.
Oh, I see. Quiz Espio about the manual to prove he read it. Which page should I quiz him on? Obviously page 14. Okay, what efficient and extremely accurate technology was installed to assist in keeping the train spotless? Robotic arms. During events, they can perform a variety of tasks and are responsible for cleaning up trash and messes afterward.
I remember the conductor saying the train can clean itself.
Though I have a feeling the train company didn't want to hire any janitors. The robotic arms can also detect weapons or explosives being brought onto the train, ensuring passenger safety.
Seems like SBO really aced that question. Owen, hit him with another one.
Oh, okay. Which page do I choose? 231? What is the Mirage Express's cancellation policy? No refunds, and you will be charged a no-show fee. This does not apply if you are over the age of 65.
Gee, the person who made this rule must have been over the age of 65. Last one, Owen. Let's see if SBO can go 3 for 3.
Gotcha. Which page should I pick last? 420. No, just kidding, 402. What was implemented to support the conductor duties and ease general train obligations? An intelligent data processing system. It works in tandem with the conductor to assure smooth travel for guests.
I remember this. The train has an autopilot, but it can't access its full suite of capabilities without the conductor present.
Now, did I pass your little test?
Yes. Totally. It's wild you were able to retain all this information so quickly.
A poet's brain is often surprising.
I don't know if I'd be bragging about that. You've clearly read the manual. Those answers feel too specific to be guesses.
And you both had the nerve to question my buddy like that. Don't we want to be supporting folks who read?
You have to admit, though, that reading the entire time a murder occurred does sound a bit suspicious, even if true. But he answered all my questions so calmly. That's very impressive. No, I understand. Everyone's cautious attitude. I understand everyone's cautious attitudes. Vector was the only one to see me reading, after all. My alibi is hard to substantiate, despite being the truth.
Well, you definitely read through the entire manual, so I suppose we can... SBO, is that true? Vector was the only one to see you reading?
Yes, that's correct. Problem?
Frankly, I don't believe that can be true, and we have evidence to back it up. Owen?
He always puts me on the spot. Okay, Owen, think. We should have a piece of evidence linked to someone who also saw SBO reading. But what? Shadow, right? Shadow's lock? Please, pray tell, what does this have to do with anything?
We're up, Owen. Let's get our argument together.
Oh god, no! Okay. I'm sure I'll be very good at this by the time this game is over. But the weird perspective is really messing with me. At least I can't fall off the side. That would be extra crappy. Okay, I have enough rings, just don't die. Alright. Hell yeah!
Shadows walked through the library car to get to the saloon car, where he set the original high score in the arcade machine.
Yeah, but I ended up beating it. It wasn't the high score for long. Crocs are natural gamers.
SBO said he saw Shadow enter the library car, but he's mentioned nothing about Shadow's return. He only mentioned that Vector came back. When Shadow left Knuckles and Vector in the saloon car, SBO was fully seated reading his book for a good while at this point. We know Shadow had to walk back through the library car when he left the saloon car. So there's absolutely no way Shadow and SBO didn't notice one another on Shadow's return trip.
I mean, it was a simple slip-up. I was just fully immersed in my book that I didn't notice Shadow.
You're telling me that the sound of doors opening and locking wouldn't have caused you to look up?
Well, you see.
I can sense SBO's desperation here. Defending the argument that he was reading the entire time isn't easy. So, if you didn't see Shadow returning from the saloon car to lock all the doors, then at that moment, were you really in the library car at all?
But how would SBO leave? Shadow locked the doors and no one saw SBO in the saloon car.
It's a mystery, my dear Owen. One that I would love Espio to solve.
You gotta believe me.
That cool demeanor is vanishing.
I was so involved with my book, I didn't notice Shadow pass back through the library car. Honest. When Vector returned, he even had to tap me on the shoulder to get my attention.
Yeah, I think I remember doing that.
I must avenge my friend's death, so I'll ask you again, Espio. If you weren't here for Shadow to see you reading, then how did you leave the library car?
I wasn't. I didn't.
Why doesn't this seem right to me? Tails definitely feels like he's onto something, but I don't see it.
Was Espio simply reading, or did he somehow vanish not to notice Shadow's return to the library car? What should I do? Join Tails. No, I can't interrupt Tails while he's onto something. I'll let him continue this line of questioning and... Owen, my favorite and beloved employee, please. Protect the passengers on board this train. They must be taken care of. And if you fail, the lawsuits would be torturous. Don't allow such an old, feeble soul to get sued. I have to make sure the guests are taken care of. I have to speak up. Tails, we have a piece of evidence that can answer all of our problems.
All right, my fellow associate, lay it on me. What piece of evidence shows Shadow and Espio couldn't have seen one another?
Oh, the map? Yeah, I suppose it's the map. Alright, now let's get my thoughts in order. You know, it's interesting. All of these weird flashbacks that are happening makes me kind of sus of the old conductor. Like, at first I thought he was going to be, like, the one who died because he was talking about how he's only, like, 1 day until retirement or whatever. But all of these, like, weird flashbacks that are happening are kind of making me think that, like, he's somehow evil or something. Oh, God. Alright. Oh, God again. Yeah, I'm wondering if he's like somehow... Oh, because he also had... The library also has the Eggman autobiography. I wonder if he's like secretly Dr. Eggman or something.
The library map? Oh, I see.
See the exits? They're right across from one another, a straight path. If Shadow walked down this straight path, there's a way Espio and Shadow couldn't have seen one another.
Looks like you'll have to point out where exactly on the map you mean.
Where could Espio have been for Shadow not to see him? If he walked straight through... Where... What is happening? There's like a weird sound outside. Okay. I mean, if he's behind the desk, maybe. Or like if he's like over here. Interesting. That's where I was sitting, reading my book.
I can second this. When I returned from the saloon car, Espio was in the same spot.
That confirms it then. You see, Shadow and Espio couldn't have seen one another from this spot. Because a bookcase is in the way.
There's no way Shadow could have seen Espio, or vice versa.
It makes a lot of sense why you never mentioned Shadow's return, Espio. There's just no way you would have seen him.
I apologize for losing my cool back there. I felt like I was grasping, despite telling the truth. But I'm glad you all believe me now.
Your alibi isn't the most airtight, but I have no further points. Thank you both for answering all our questions.
We did it! Another pair of alibis validated. Too many locked doors to worry about, but I'm glad everything straightened itself out in the end.
Well, I'm exhausted. I'm gonna go crash for here for a little bit. These chairs are so comfy.
Likewise, I could use a breather.
Sadly, our work isn't done. I have plenty of questions for Rogue, and especially Shadow.
Oh, it seems the door next to the next car is open. Amy must have kept it open when she passed through earlier.
Then that's our cue to leave. See you later, Vector and Espio.
Give 'em heck. And if you need any more meat chopped, just say the word.
I'll keep my poetry sharp for you both. Murderer. A murderer is on the loose, while the doors keep getting locked. Tick-tock. Oh, tick-tick-tock goes the clock, while our heroes are in the caboose. At this point, I'm feeling pretty confident in our detective abilities. We're really doing this.
Come on, Owen. Let's see what's next.
Coming. All right. I think this is where we're going to leave it for this episode. Thank you all so much for watching. This is weird, and things are starting to... I don't know. I don't know. I think... I'm starting to think that what I said about the conductor is starting to make sense. Maybe too much sense for it to not be real. So that's kind of where I'm thinking, or what I'm thinking right now. So anyway, thanks for watching, everybody, and I'll see you next time.